In this course, I will be using VS Code to create, compile, and run C++ programs. My goal in this video is to show you how to create a C++ program, how to compile it, and how to run it in Visual Studio Code. So first of all, create a directory somewhere where you would be storing the source files. I have created a directory in my desktop called CPP workspace. If you go in there, you're going to see it's empty right now. Then I fire up my VS Code. When VS Code comes up, what you're going to do next is go to File and Open Folder. This is very important. You have to open the folder rather than open file. So I press Open Folder. This dialog box opens up where I select the folder where I would like to create and store my source C++ source files. I will be choosing CPPWS, which stands for CPP Workspace, and then select folder. And this window now opens up. As you can see the folder CPP Workspace on the left-hand side. It is empty because there are no files in the directory right now. So the first thing I need to do is create a source file and where we are going to store our program. There are two ways to create a file in here. Either you go to File and then say New File, or you just press this icon that says New File. So let me choose this icon. Like I said, both of them do the same thing. So I'm going to press this New File icon, and that opens up a text box where I need to type in the name of the file, the name of the source file. So I would be naming this thing ex1.cpp. Remember, C++ programs have to have the extension .cpp. That's why I'm giving it the extension of CPP. Now the file is opened on the right-hand side inside the text editor of VS Code, where I can now type in the program, the source code of my program. What I would like to do now is to implement the Hello World application. That's the first application we are going to implement in this class. Rather than typing in the source code directly into the text editor, I'm just going to copy and paste it from another file. Here we are. So that's our Hello World application. Now that we have copied and pasted our source code, we need to save it. In order to save this file, you go to File and then say Save. As you can see, you could also have pressed Control S to save the file. Now that we have saved the file, the next step is to compile it. There are two ways to compile a C++ program in VS Code. Let me show you the first way. You go into this icon that you see on the right-hand side that says, if you go in there, that says debug or run. So I'm going to go in there and just choose run C++ file. When I press on it, you're going to see this window open up where it lists the potential compilers that we could use. In this class, we will be using g++.exe, the second option. That's the C++, GNU C++ compiler. So make sure that you select G++, not GCC. So when I select it, it's going to now compile and run this program automatically, and we're going to see the output on the terminal. So let's wait until the program gets compiled and run. The output on the Windows operating system is going to go out to the terminal. So you select this three dots and then the terminal. And now you can see that Hello World, which is the output of this program, appear on the screen. So the second way to compile this program is actually to use the command line and compile it ourselves. So what we could do is we could say g++ -o, give it the name of the executable. I'm going to say ex1, so I want the executable name to be ex1, and the name of the program is ex1.cpp. So if I do this and press enter, now you're going to see ex1.exe appearing directly within this directory, which is right here. And now I can execute this using ex1.exe. And now you can also see Hello World coming up on the screen. We have just created, compiled, and run our first C++ program that prints Hello World on the screen. Let me create another C++ program to compute the sum, the product, and the average of two integers. So I'm going to start by creating a new file. So I go into this icon again. So it says new file. I press on it. And again, the same text box appears. I'm going to now say ex2.cpp because that's a different file. And I'm going to go ahead and close the first source file because I would just be concentrating on this ex2.cpp, and just copy and paste the code that computes the sum, the average, and the product of two integers. After writing this program and saving it, again, once you write the code in here, you need to make sure that you save it by pressing Control S. We need to do the same thing. As you can see, this program has two integers. Don't worry about the syntax of the program. We'll be covering it in class. My goal in this video is just to show you how to compile and run this thing. So I've declared two integers, initialize them to two different values. I compute their sum, the product, and their average, and then print them on the screen. So let me just run this thing so that you see that it runs and prints the sum, the product, and the average of those values on the screen. So let's wait. There you go. The output comes up to be into the terminal, and here you are. The sum of 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. 5 times 6 is 30, and 5 plus 6 or divided by 2.0 is 5.5, which is the average of those two numbers. By the way, in order to bring up the terminal, you could go in here. In the upper menu, there's this three dots. You press in there, and then there's the terminal. So you say new terminal. That opens up a new terminal. We could also do compile our program directly from the command line by saying ex2. But remember, the name of the file was ex2.cpp. So I could compile it directly from the command line and then run it like this. All right, and you can see the same output getting displayed inside this terminal. Before I finish, I would like to also show you how to debug a C++ program. So to do that, what we do is we open up the source code of our program. We come to the statement where you would like the program to stop executing, and then we're going to go step by step. So here we are on the left hand side. You can see that a red dot appears. I'm going to press on it so that this is called a breakpoint. I want the program to stop at the first statement. But if you want your program to execute a certain number of statements and then stop at a particular point. Let's say you'd like your program to first execute these 4 lines and then stop at 11. You could just put a breakpoint in here too. This for the sake of this example, I would like to put the breakpoint in the first statement. Then you go into the run, the debug run button again. But this time, instead of choosing run, we would like to choose debug. All right. When we do that, the program is going to start executing, and the execution is going to stop at that particular statement in your program. Now you could see that this is where the execution has stopped, and we can now go step by step over this program. To go one step at a time, there are controls that you see at the top of your program that says step into, step over, and continue. So I'm going to do step into, which is F11, so that I can go one step at a time. So if I press this, now you can see the local variable X being displayed on the left hand side. This is how you debug it. I mean, this is a very powerful feature of the editor that we're using, or actually the programming development environment right now, so that we could actually visually see what the values of those variables are as the program continues executing. So X is initialized to 5. All the other variables are garbage, so don't worry about the values of the other variables because they don't contain any meaningful values at this point. So let me continue executing. I'm going to step into one step at a time. So I just executed this statement, meaning that I put 6 into variable y. Now I'm going to do sum is equal to x plus y, so that's going to be 5 plus 6, so it's 11. Now you can see that sum contains the value of 11. When I execute this cout statement, the first output is going to come out of our programs that says 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. Now I'm going to continue and execute integer product is equal to x times y. That's going to compute the product of 5 times 6. That's going to be 30, and I'm going to store that value in product. Go over the line that prints out this 5 times 6 is equal to 30. That's coming out of this cout statement. Now the control stops at line 14. Let me execute that. That computes the average of those two numbers. So the average becomes 5.5. So 11 divided by 2.0 is 5.5. And I'm going to press execute the next line. to print the output that's coming out of that cout statement. That tells me that the average of 5 plus 6 is 5.5. And when we reach return 0, that's going to terminate our program. So if I continue, our program is going to now stop because we have reached the end of our program.